Good morning, buff babes and bros, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is juliarene, and I'm an IFBB pro, and I'm sleepy. And this is my really tiny-eyed boyfriend.
My name's Zach, and I coach her and stuff.
Yeah, he coaches me to be a pro.
And other IFBB pros.
And other things.
And other things.
Of that nature.
And all different stuff.
Yeah. We're tired. We woke up early this morning. Well, I woke up earlier than normal. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to boost your metabolism.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, juliarene.
And Zach here, I have bright and bushy eye this morning to give you tip number 1, and that is to drink 16 ounces of ice water in the morning. I made him like his little cup, and he's like, Julia, it's 16 ounces, not 8. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, so a good duality to see. This is 8 ounces, this is 16 ounces. There is a difference. So, when you wake up in the morning, a lot of times we have a tendency to reach for caffeine within the first hour or so. And this is an episode about metabolic boost. And caffeine does boost your metabolism, but it's not great to have it within the first hour of waking. Reason being is because your body, once you start waking up, naturally starts producing a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is taking you from the sleeping state to the waking state. When you drink caffeine in the first hour, it is going to disrupt the cortisol production because caffeine stimulates cortisol production in an unnatural way. And then by doing so, if you drink caffeine in the first hour, you are starting to make yourself more immune to caffeine throughout the day. So, caffeine is a metabolic booster, really good one, but when you wake up in the morning, the best thing to do is drink 16 ounces of ice cold water, because when you're hibernating, literally while you're sleeping, your body temperature gets very warm. And when you wake up, if you want to wake up faster, to go from the contrast of very warm when you're sleeping to very cold, and also how you consume this will boost your metabolism as well. So again, the hot to cold boosts the metabolism, and then if you basically chug this water or drink it as fast as you can, it will expand the stomach with the water, and then the water will go through the system, and then you'll actually start to feel hungry faster. So for some of my clients to say, I don't really like eating breakfast, I'm not hungry in the morning, when they do this practice, they actually can stimulate hunger in the morning, which is also a great reason. And yeah, so that's 2 ways that you can boost your metabolism. One through caffeine after an hour after waking. And the second one is the hot to cold contrast of ice cold water.
The more you know. I was just waiting to be back on camera. I missed it. Guys, I literally just had, by bending over, I had a nice little droplet of water just sliver in between my butt crack, and it was not fun. Anyways, so as you saw, we did our 35 minutes of cardio, and that is going to be tip number 2 on how to boost your metabolism. Do your freaking cardio. For me, I like to do it fasted in the morning. I don't think that it is any better for you. This is just personal preference because I don't like to eat and then go and do my cardio. To me, I like to just drink those 16 ounces of cold water and then go right into doing cardio so that my metabolism is boosted right off the bat in the morning. And if you are somebody that is on a cut and has a lot of hunger lately, it really helps suppress your hunger, especially like when I'm on prep and I do my fasted cardio in the morning. It really kind of prolongs the time until I have to do, or until I get... Guys, today my brain is literally like glitching. Do y'all ever feel that way, that you're just like so that's how my brain's working today. But anyways, so if you're someone that is struggling with your caloric deficit and you're dieting, either you're prepping for a show or just regular weight loss, starting your morning off by doing cardio gets your metabolism boosted right off the bat, gets you started on a really good day anyways, and then you're already feeling super accomplished. Like if you did that, like what else can you do? And it suppresses your hunger. So we're gonna go home, get a little bit of food in, and then we'll get to the next tip. Okay guys, a couple hours have passed and we are going to eat a pre-workout meal. So I'm gonna keep this one pretty balanced. I'm going to have carbs, I'm going to have protein, I'm going to have fats, and I'm going to have vegetables. So in this bowl you can see I have some cauliflower rice and some broccoli at the moment, and I'm going to mix the regular brown rice with the cauliflower rice so that it gives me the illusion of having more volume. And then we have the broccoli, and we're going to do about 3 ounces of chicken. Okay, so I am out of chicken, so I am going to use a can of tuna. Oh, gross. Instead, but I don't know how this is going to taste heated up, so we'll see. If you guys need a high protein, really low calorie option, tuna got me through when I had like no money when I used to work at a salon, so it's definitely an option. So we're gonna do that, and then half a cup of brown rice, and then I'm gonna heat it up in the microwave, and then we'll put some avocado on top. It's probably gonna smell like tuna up in here. It's gonna be stinky. Ugh. done. I am super happy that I am training with the new fit machine again. I'm gonna be freaking sore tomorrow. If you guys are relatively new to my channel, have never seen me train with the new fit machine. The new fit machine basically sends like pulses to your muscles while you're training, so it can make like a 50-pound leg extension feel like 170 because of the basically pulses that are varying, because you can change the intensity, so it's freaking crazy. Other than that, after doing a little bit of posing, I was supposed to pose somebody today, which I don't normally do, but I was supposed to just help him out. But she wasn't able to come, so I just did some posing myself. And one of my goals for the next time I compete is to be like the best or one of the best posers on stage. And I know that that's something that takes like years of practice, but after going to summer shredding and seeing from a judge's point of view what they see, posing has just been way more important to me lately. And presentation of your physique is everything. You can get your physique looking amazing on stage, but if you are not posing better than someone next to you who also has an amazing physique, they're going to take it over you. So that is one of my goals, is to be one of the best or the best posers on the pro stage. So I'm going to practice like my life depends on it. So that's one of the goals that you guys can hold me accountable for. If you're a competitor, do the same thing, please. So speaking of, you know, because we're kind of talking on the subject of working out and stuff like that, I wanted to go over tip number 4, which is build more muscle. So if you have more muscle, you require more energy in order to basically just live life. So your resting metabolic rate is increased because you have more muscle mass. So you're burning more calories at rest than you would if you didn't have as much muscle. So just to give you an example, I am 5'2" and right now I'm about 157 pounds. So put me next to another girl who is 5'2" and 157 pounds, but has less muscle than me. I am going to burn through calories and have a more active metabolism than that person is, because I have more muscles. So build some more muscles so that you can have a better moving metabolism.
I love you.
All right, so another way that you can boost your resting metabolism is actually through the consumption of food or the lack of consumption of food. So I do want to give you two ways. I'm going to talk to you about the way that I prefer, and Julia as well prefers to eat. And it's more of a grazing style. Now, when you're consuming food, any food, it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad for you, you actually burn calories by doing so. So you can see here, I have some salmon and white rice that I'm going to be putting in the microwave here to consume. But either way, again, good or bad food, your body burns calories through digestion. So, with the grazing style, if you are eating more frequently, as in, let's say, 4 to 5 times a day, that means you're going to be burning calories more frequently throughout the day.
Because why? That?
I've explained that. Because when you digest food, you burn calories.
Oh. Smart.
Nosy butt.
No, I was genuinely, I didn't hear that.
So by doing so, if we were going to just use my hand as a visual aid, when you ingest food, your caloric burn goes up right as you're digesting, and then when you stop digesting food, your caloric burn goes down. Now, again, if we're eating 4 or 5 times a day, it becomes a lot more stable up and down through the process, rather than eating maybe 2 big meals a day that also aren't of good quality, to where you spike your metabolism and then you flatline your metabolism, then you spike your metabolism, then you flatline your metabolism, right? So you'll actually boost your resting metabolism by keeping caloric burn happening through the entire day, and that's how doing so with the grazing method of eating. We also prefer it because, again, food is energy, right? So if you're going to want to keep a consistent level of energy, consistently eating food throughout the day, when you take away what the substance of food is, you're ingesting energy to have energy. So that's also the benefit to performance, which is why I push not only my competitors to do so, but also the business professionals that I help as well, because they want energy and performance. Now, the reason why I said or not consuming food, it still has to be skillfully done. So you see a lot of things like intermittent fasting. You even have the warrior diet, so the intermittent fasting is a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window. The warrior diet is a 4-hour eating window with a 20-hour fast.
Why do they call it the warrior diet?
I don't know. They're going to brand it a certain way. Now, the benefit to this in the sense of the metabolic boost is like during the fast, your body will start producing ketones. Ketones will boost the metabolism and then through that process start to burn fat as well, right? But again, the thing that most people get wrong when they're doing intermittent fasting is that even in the 8-hour window or the 4-hour window, you still need to hit your caloric load, like the caloric amount of calories you need to eat for your goal. So if it's maintenance calories, then you want to eat, my maintenance calories is 2,500 calories, I would need to eat 2,500 calories in an 8-hour window, but most people don't. They end up under eating during that 8-hour window, so they can become stagnant in the results because, again, during that 8-hour window, we're eating so much, right, by boosting our metabolism through digesting the food, through the caloric burn of digesting the food. And then we also have this window where ketones are produced to burn fat during that time as well. But if we're not eating to our caloric load during the 8-hour window, we're not actually boosting our metabolism during that time period, so the metabolism slows, and the metabolism slows a little bit more in the fasting as well. So that's how, ingesting food can boost your metabolism. Either way, you just got to make sure that if you're going to choose a diet, do it right. Like, don't do it half-assed. Don't say, oh, I'm doing intermittent fasting, so now I'm going to eat 3 times during my fasting window or during my eating window, and I eat all of like 1,200 calories when really that's half the calories you're supposed to consume, and then you still feel like shit. Like, that's why that goes. Earrings. You have my dirty napkin earrings on you now.
I'm beautiful. Dirty! Ew! I thought they were clean! Okay, guys. It is time to start winding down for bed. So I got to take my face off.
Oh my.
So that we can have nice skin. I feel like my camera is foggy. Is it foggy to you guys? Let me see. Let me just clean you up with some toilet paper. Better? I think so. Oh. So this brings me to tip number 6, and that is to get quality sleep. Whether you want to believe it or not, there is a lot of evidence that lack of sleep messes with your metabolism. So what tends to happen is when you are deprived of sleep, it can alter the glucose metabolism and hormones involved in regulating your metabolism. So you have an increase in ghrelin levels, which is your hunger hormone, and you have a decrease in leptin levels. So make sure that you are getting quality sleep. And if you are struggling to like wind down at night, maybe start to reduce your caffeine so close to you falling asleep. It's so funny when I take my eyebrows off. And if you are really trying to have better quality sleep and you're just having trouble winding down also, there's plenty of sleep aids that you can take. I prefer a sleep aid over like a melatonin because I find that they just work a little bit better for me. I have told you guys a couple of them, but I'll pop them up on the screen for you. It's the Core 21, helps with your cortisol levels and just helps you start relaxing. Magnesium also does that. It helps you start like winding down and not having like, your thoughts like scatter everywhere when you're laying in bed at night. The Adrenal Restore one is also incredible, and that one helps restore your adrenal glands, and your adrenal glands are usually a little bit up because throughout the day we are ingesting a lot of caffeine, so it helps kind of restore them overnight so that you can have a fresh start in the morning. Well, that is going to be it, guys, for today's video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope you're going to take some of these tips and use them on yourself. And as always, I love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think. Bye!